children, how are you? I hope you all are doing well, and I hope the grammar that you have learned in your first standard, in your second standard, and you remember that very well. Now we are going to learn something more about those things that we've already learned, some more knowledge about it, okay? Because English grammar is vast and there's lots for us, okay? Now let's start with this. The name of this chapter is the sentence. Hello kids, read the following groups of words. This horse is brown. It can run very fast. The student took his bag and went to school. The clouds were dark. Repeat. The student took his bag and went to school. The clouds were dark and grey. The crowd cheered the team loudly. Hello kids, read the following group of words. This horse is brown. It can run very fast. The student took his bag and went to school. The clouds were dark and grey. The crowd cheered the team loudly. These group of words have some meaning. They convey complete sense. Hence, they are sentences. So, बच्चों, ये जो words आपने पढ़े हैं, okay? So, each word, when it is formed together, okay, a sentence is formed. और ये words जो होते हैं, जो group of words, when they are written together, forms a sentence, and that sentence, if it makes complete sense, then it is accepted, okay? So, a sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense when put together. ठीक है? जब हम words को लिखते हैं एक ही लाइन में और उसका complete sense बनता है, meaningful sentence बनता है, So, बच्चों, जब हम words को एक ही लाइन में लिखते हैं और उसका कुछ meaning मिलता है, हमें कुछ sense बनता है, तो those are called sentences. Okay, a sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense when put together. So now remember, a sentence always begins with a capital letter. A sentence invariably has a subject and a verb. Most of the sentences have full stops, commas and other such marks in the correct places. A sentence must make complete sense. So बच्चों, इन चीज़ों का ध्यान रखना है जब भी हम sentences बनाते हैं. एक तो आपका सबसे first letter जो होगा, it has to be a capital letter. Secondly, जब आप sentence बनाते हो तो उसमें एक subject होगा जिसके बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं और एक verb. तो क्या बात हो रही है उसके बारे में वो बताने के लिए verb. Okay? Then उसमें sentences में generally full stops होते हैं, commas होते हैं, question marks होते हैं, जो भी है, as per the requirement of the sentence we use the correct punctuation marks, and then it should make complete sense. Okay? Now, what are statements? Some sentences state something or give us information. Such sentences are called statements. They end with a full stop. For example, okay? तो statements क्या होते हैं? वो कुछ state करते हैं. Okay? They give us information. That's why they are called statements. और उसके end में क्या लगता है? Full stop. For example, Priya switched on the television. Birds chirp in the morning. An elephant has a trunk. It works as its nose as well as its hand. Okay? तो इसमें क्या है sentences? प्रिया ने TV on किया तो प्रिया switched on the television. Birds chirp in the morning. Okay? चिड़ियों की आवाज़ आती है ना सुबह सुबह. Okay. An elephant has a trunk. वो बता रहे हैं हमें कि एलिफेंट के पास एक ट्रंक होती है. इट वर्क्स एज इट्स नोज एज वेल एज इट्स हैंड्स. तो जो नोज का होती है, उसका ट्रंक जो होता है वो उसका नाक भी होता है और उसके हाथ भी होते हैं. सो दीज आर स्टेटमेंट्स. दे टेल अस द फैक्ट्स अबाउट समथिंग. Note, a sentence always begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop, a question mark or an exclamation mark. These marks are called punctuation marks. तो जो punctuation marks होते हैं, हर sentence end होता है either with a full stop, question mark or an exclamation mark. Now these marks are called punctuation mark. Okay. Now let's look at some negative sentences. Before that, do the exercise which was there, okay? The exercise that follows this passage, the information, you have to do that. Now let's look at the next type of sentence. They are called negative sentences. Compare the sentences given under the two columns, column A, column B. Okay, अब column A में लिखा है Arun is a student. B states Arun is not a student. तो उसको क्या करा है, इसको इज नॉट किया है, नेगेटिव में चेंज किया है. कविता हैज 2 books. कविता डज नॉट हैव 2 books. द बॉयज आर स्विमिंग. द बॉयज आर नॉट स्विमिंग. प्रीति एंड श्याम go to school. Preeti and Shyam do not go to school. The children watched a movie. The children did not watch a movie. The sentences, okay. The children watched a movie. The children did not watch a movie. The sentences under A के नीचे जो sentences लिखे हैं E column में, they are positive sentences, affirmative sentences or declarative sentences. Okay, they affirm something, they tell us something, they declare something, or at the same time they are positive sentences. Okay, the words like not, they mean positive, none, not. These means, the sentences under A, तो अंडर ए कॉलम में जो सेंटेंसेस मेंशन किए हैं वो है पॉजिटिव, ओके, अफर्मेटिव, वो बता रहे हैं कुछ हमें या डिक्लेयर कर रहे, दैट इज व्हाई दे अफर्मेटिव और डिक्लेरेटिव सेंटेंसेस. ओके, वेयर एज द सेंटेंसेस अंडर बी आर कॉल्ड नेगेटिव सेंटेंसेस. उन सेंटेंसेस में जहाँ पे नो, नन, नॉट ऐसे सब वर्ड्स आते हैं वो होते हैं नेगेटिव सेंटेंसेस. ओके, नाउ आपकी प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए आपको तो अभी सेंटेंसेस वो जो लिखे गए थे एग्जाम्पल्स वो लर्न करो एंड अकॉर्डिंगली स्टार्ट सॉल्विंग दीज एक्सरसाइजेस दैट फॉलो दिस. ओके, नाउ लेट्स लुक एट द नेक्स्ट टाइप ऑफ sentences. So now to understand how much you followed, reread the passage about negative sentences, learn the examples which are given, okay, so that they will help you form negative sentences or positive sentences as per the exercise. Okay, whatever is given in the exercise, follow those instructions and make sentences accordingly. Now let's look at the next type of sentences. These are called questions. Read the following sentences and notice the difference between statements and questions. Statements, questions. The statement says 1. Today रोहन इज सैड, मतलब आज रोहन सैड है. क्वेश्चन, इज रोहन सैड टुडे? तो कोई पूछ रहा है रोहन को देख के, इज ही सैड टुडे? ओके. 2. दे आर कारपेंटर्स. आर दे कारपेंटर्स? आई एम अ टीचर. एम आई अ टीचर? द सन गिव्स हीट एंड लाइट. डज द सन गिव हीट? द सन गिव्स हीट एंड लाइट. Does the sun give us heat and light? 5th, children love to play. Do children love to play? 6. You had a severe headache. Did you have a severe headache? Savita wrote a letter. Statement 7. Did Savita write a letter? 8. You were ready to jump. Were you ready to jump? 9. He was tired in the morning. Was he tired in the morning? 10. Rita is dancing in the room. Is Rita dancing in the room? 11. Saurabh and Priya are playing. Are Saurabh and Priya playing? 12. Radha has got a parcel. Has Radha got a parcel? 13. You have posted your letter. Have you posted your letter? 14. He or they had eaten his or their lunch. Had he or they eaten his or their lunch? So children, a sentence that asks a question is called interrogative sentence. It ends with a question mark. So जो sentence question mark से end हो रहे वो होते हैं interrogative sentence. और generally जो question होता है ना वहाँ पे फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप ये लाइन नंबर 12 देखो, राधा हैज़ गॉट अ पार्सल. तो यहाँ पे राधा हैज़ है ना, तो हैज़ राधा आएगा. ओके, तो तो उस सेंटेंस को ऐसे थोड़े जो स्टार्ट के 2 वर्ड्स है ना, जनरली वो इंटरचेंज हो जाते हैं. ओके, सौरभ एंड प्रिया आर प्लेइंग, तो सौरभ एंड प्रिया इज वन. ओके, आर प्लेइंग, तो आर जो है वो सौरभ और प्रिया के पहले आएगा. आर सौरभ एंड प्रिया प्लेइंग. दैट इज हाउ यू आस्क अ क्वेश्चन. Okay, now to practice, what will you do? You will do the exercises given below. Now let's see how do we make sentences or make question mark wala sentences. अब देखते हैं how to make questions. This thing is about making questions. We put the helping verbs is, am, are, was, were, do, does, did before the subject in a sentence. Sorry. This new thing is about making questions. So we put the helping verbs is, am, are, was, were, do, does, did before the subject in a sentence to make a question. Besides helping verbs, we also use any of the following words to make questions. Okay? तो बच्चों हाउ टू फॉर्म सेंटेंसेस, मैंने आपको बोला था ना हाउ टू फॉर्म क्वेश्चंस. जो सब्जेक्ट होता है उसके बाद जो वर्ब आता है वो जब हम क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं तो वो पहले आ जाता है. ओके, सो हेल्पिंग वर्ब्स जो होते हैं वो स्टार्ट में आएंगे, बिगिनिंग में आएंगे, उसके बाद आपका सब्जेक्ट आएगा. सो what are the words that we apart from these, what are the words that we use to ask questions? What? आपको याद है सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन जब भी आप छोटे थे तो आपसे कोई पूछता था, सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन क्या होता था? व्हाट इज योर नेम बेटा? सो व्हाट. ओके, दैट इज ऑल्सो अ वे ऑफ आस्किंग अ क्वेश्चन. व्हाट, हु, व्हाई, व्हेन, वेयर, व्हिच, हाउ, एक्सेट्रा. द ऑर्डर ऑफ दीज वर्ड्स रिमेन्स क्वेश्चन वर्ड प्लस हेल्पिंग वर्ब प्लस सब्जेक्ट plus main verb plus other verbs. Okay, other words. So read the following examples. अगर examples पढ़ोगे तो आपको आसानी से समझ में आएगा. What do you have in your pocket? So what is your question word? Okay, इसमें helping verb क्या है? Is. Okay, sorry. So now बच्चों read the following examples. What do you have in your pocket? So what क्या बनता है? It becomes the question word. Do you have becomes the helping verb. Do you have? Okay, have subject में आता है. In your pocket, तो आपके main words जो आते हैं आपके pocket में क्या है पूछा जा रहा है. Okay, who is knocking at the door? Why are you going to the market? देखो आप इसमें क्वेश्चन वर्ड भी यूज हो रहा है, हेल्पिंग वर्ब जैसे आर, यू. ओके, यू इज द सब्जेक्ट वर्ब. ओके, तो सब्जेक्ट है, सब्जेक्ट कौन है? तुम. ओके, मेन वर्ब क्या है? गोइंग, जाने का एक्शन हो रहा है. ओके, टू द मार्केट, मार्केट इज द अदर वर्ड्स, नाउन आ गया यहाँ पे. व्हाई आर यू गोइंग टू द मार्केट? व्हेन विल यू कम बैक होम? वेयर आर माई स्टोरी बुक्स? विच इज योर फेवरेट कार्टून? Okay, so children, now you know how to make questions and ask questions, right? It is very easy. Suppose you are talking about a particular sentence where there is a noun, okay, involved, and we are talking about that particular person or thing and all. तो वहाँ पे जब question आते तो हमारा जो helping verb होता है वो start में आता है, followed by the noun which is the subject and all. Apart from that, you also have helping words which are the question words. तो आप उनको यूज करके भी क्वेश्चंस फॉर्म कर सकते हो. नाउ टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस बेटर, व्हाट विल यू डू? यू विल डू द एक्सरसाइज दैट फॉलोज. Okay, and children, try to make more and more sentences of your own. Reread this chapter very well so that you understand what is a statement and what are sentences and what are negative sentences and what are interrogative sentences also. Do practice a lot to follow this better.